Hello, everybody. Welcome or welcome back. My name is Ava, aka Queen Midas Life Alchemist, and I am here for another Self-Work Saturday. Last week I was in transition. I was traveling, so I didn't get to it, but I really feel like I need to get back on it and get you all another video. So I'm going to ask 4 questions and then pull cards on them. And this is just a general overview for the collective. It is a general read. So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. It might not apply to everybody, and that's okay. I have several different other types of videos. So you might find something throughout my channel that does resonate with you. When I do speak with my spirit team, I ask that I be relevant to as many souls as possible when I'm tapping into the collective. Also, I am doing private readings, and I will have my Calendly booking link down below in the description box, along with all of the cards, the decks that I use for today. That's going to be more toward the top, and then toward the bottom is going to have just all my decks in general down there. Yeah, I think that's everything. So let's go ahead and get into it. Okay, so I'm going to pull some tarot first. The first question I'm going to ask is, how is the collective feeling? So just tapping into the collective energy, seeing what everybody is feeling right now in terms of, just emotional environment, mental status. Yeah, so let's just see what Spirit has to say. How's the collective feeling right now? Okay, bear with me as I get these downloads coming in. Thank you for clear and accurate messages. I'm going to get some clarifiers really quickly. And you guys, I apologize for the sniffling. Like I mentioned, I am traveling, and I am in another area of the country. I'm in the mountains right now, and I'm guessing their foliage and flower blooms and stuff are a little bit different than what I have been around. So yeah, I'm definitely sniffly today. Okay, clarify the Knight of Pinnacles for me. That I didn't even finish what I was saying. Okay, what else, please? Gosh. Huh. Okay. Clarify the, gosh, okay. Clarify the Four of Wands, please. Quarter of the deck. Four of Wands, please. Clarify it. It seems like some people are definitely going through some temporary hardships. They might be feeling like they're forgotten, or like they've been manifesting something for a while and it hasn't. Wow, as I'm saying that, I'm looking at the Five of Pentacles card and it flips out. So it's like they've been putting their dreams and the desires out there and manifesting, and it's like, I'm doing all this work, and it's not coming through. I have here the Knight of Pentacles, which I got some clarifications on. So offerings of stability and security and like earthly materials and stuff. However, it seems like there's some internal turmoil around this sense of stability and almost like an unsettled mindset and mental thoughts about, okay, so this is coming through like some people might feel like they're being deceived, or like what, this makes sense. Okay, like what they deemed to be stable before is no longer a stable. So it's a stable thing for them. Like they've been deceived, and it's like they're combating those thoughts, but they're noticing that those things were not necessarily stable in their life. Interesting. Okay. I also have the Four of Wands here, which typically is like victory, celebration. However, I have the Knight of Pinnacles. Again, this is so crazy because double cards keep popping up. The Knight of Pinnacles in reverse with the Five of Pentacles. So it almost seems as if like this is what people have envisioned, and they're searching for that victory. They're searching for that pot of gold. They're searching for just like rest and just like small victories, but it seems like that those stabilities are evading them because this offering is upside down here. Like it's not coming, like not coming in, not coming in. Oh, I'm forgotten. Like, where is my peace? Where's my prosperity? Where is my stability? However, I do have the Magician here too. So this is big manifestation energy. This is showing that we are in, the energy right now is really supporting our manifestation. It's supporting collaboration with others here. It's supporting teamwork and just finding our tribe and finding the people that we fit in with who are going to help us to use the tools that we have, use the skills and abilities that we have to manifest a big, beautiful life and move out of this Five of Pentacles feeling, because Five of Pentacles is very temporary. It's like this guy or whoever this is, this being is out in the cold, going over these treacherous terrain and everything. However, they have a wolf, they have a guardian there. So it's not like they're all alone in this. There is definitely something beautiful coming out of this, and it's really important for us to remain in control. And I love the fact this Magician is here, because it raises the frequency of the spread, because I was like, there is it seems like this isn't necessarily very uplifting, but it's good because the Magician is here. Also at the bottom of the deck, I have Temperance, and Temperance is refreshment, healing, it's divine intervention, it's protection, and it's almost like a balancing of balancing of karma, balancing of the work that's been done. So it's like this situation where I'm waiting on my Four of Wands victory, but like this offering's not coming in, and why am I out in the cold? It's like a balancing of that going on. So, but it's underneath the surface, and it's happening in the spiritual realm. So it's going to take a little bit of time to manifest that. Interesting. Okay, so we are going to move on to the next question, which is, where does the collective need to focus the most? So this is where I want to ask, where it would be most beneficial to be putting our energy and our focus, our healing focus, like what is going to be the most impactful space to focus on. Okay. And again, this is a general read. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I hope some of this resonates for some of you out there. So yeah, comment down below. Let me know. How this resonates. What else? I think there's one more in here. What else? Okay, cool. I'm going to pull from the Shadow Healing deck really quickly, and then I will proceed forward with showing you what cards I got here. Sorry for the sniffles, y'all. Where's the collective most? This keeps coming out. Where's the collective need to focus the most? Something flipped here. Yeah. I swear something flipped. Okay, there it is. Oh, two did. Anything else? Okay, I think there's one more in here. Where does the collective need to focus the most, Spirit? Thank you for clear and accurate messages. Okay. Okie doke. I just posted a video today with Stephanie, and this was a card that came out. So from my Shadow Healing deck, Numb, avoiding our feelings can sometimes be exactly what we need, but at some point the numbness will dissipate. Face it now or later. Either way, it catches up to you. I just spoke on this. There might be a lot of us out here trying to run from things that we have been holding down, things that we've been avoiding addressing or acknowledging or observing within ourselves. This could be within ourselves, this could be within our environment, our home, relationships as well, conversations that need to be had, positions that need to be held, or how am I trying to say this? Standing your ground. So a lot of people are, I feel, are avoiding and have avoided things and become numb to just certain hurts or resentments or feelings of discomfort, and it's just been brushed to the side. This is the time to address those things, because either you face it now or you'll face it later, whether it's in this life or it's in another life or multiple lives away. Now is the time to address that karma and to break that karma, because either way it catches up to you, just like this says. And with the celestial energies and all of the transitions going on right now, it is very, very hard. It's a lot harder to run and hide from who we truly are and from the work that really needs to be done. So yes, that is Numb. Next thing I have is Suffering. Thinking that no one knows the pain you're enduring is just another form of self-pity. Interesting. Every soul experiences pain. It's what we do with that pain that defines our future. So again, looking at the things that are disturbing us, that are causing us pain, taking that time to acknowledge and address those areas within ourselves, because they're very true feelings, they're very true emotions, they're valid, they are from your experiences, and that is totally perfectly fine. If nobody has told you that, I'm going to tell you that now. I feel that a lot of us need to go back to points in our lives where we were shut down and told that we're not allowed to feel a certain way, that we're just putting on a show, or we're looking for attention or something. It is your job to go back and nurture that version of yourself. Let that version of yourself know that it's okay, that you see them, that you feel them, and it's like, all right, I look at where I am now. Like, we made it this far. It's okay. Dust yourself off. Give that version of yourself a hug and recollect yourself. Retrieve those portions of yourself that were lost back there and shut down. because we all have pain. However, what we do with that pain, it it molds our experience and it molds who we become. So pain, anger, suffering, those things can be acknowledged and addressed and transmuted into something beautiful. It's just energy. That energy can be shifted, molded, alchemized into beautiful creation, beautiful self-expression, and beautiful transformation as well. So that is really cool. Next card we have is Dazed. Enough time has been spent wandering around in a listless daze. Even if you're unsure of the direction you're heading, just start by doing something. I love that. That's so true. So many people feel lost, and especially when it comes to shadow work. They don't know where to start with the healing process. And I love that I'm seeing so many people asking about shadow healing, or shadow work, not just on my page, but on several other people's pages. And it shows that there's this desire for healing, this desire for freedom and liberation from these feelings of pain and suffering and numbness. Yeah, so just start by doing something, even if it's just acknowledging your triggers. If you see that something or feel that something is triggering you or upsetting you, or it brings back some memory of a time of embarrassment or pain or whatever, sit with that for a second. See, like, try to remove the emotion from it and really truly understand what you're processing, like what the message or what the lesson is within that specific event. Because, and even if you can't, ask for help. You know, I have that temperance card in the last spread. We have help in the subtle realms. We have help in the spiritual around us constantly. Please remember to ask your higher self, divine creator. And when I say divine creator, I say mother, I'm meaning mother, father, God. Also, when I'm saying spirit, I mean mother, father, God. Your angels, your ancestors, ask for help to identify your lessons and identify the areas where you need to focus on the most. And I know that I'm pulling for the collective right now. Again, it's a general read, so you might resonate with some of this and not all of it, and that's okay. Please still ask your guides and ask your higher self and ask whoever it is that you reach out to for help, for that bird's eye view of where to identify or where to address your healing, because that is going to get you through these cycles and breaking these cycles so much quicker. Okay, as I'm saying that, I'm looking at the tarot, so I'm just going to go ahead and show, because if y'all watch me, y'all know that I jump back and forth between decks because it's like they start to tie in. So as I was saying, breaking cycles, there's a tower moment or tower here. And that is once we start reaching into the subtle realms, asking our guides for that help. Look at that spark back there and that lightning. It's like the light is shining in, it's penetrating the crap and it's cutting off the source. And that's where we start. That's where we get true healing. The scales are balancing. You're getting justice within yourself, within to help you get rid of this Five of Wands, just competitive, clouded, chaotic thoughts and feelings of unworthiness or lack or self-hatred or self-pity, jealousy, resentment, anything like that. Seriously, asking for help just to identify those things helps us to break those cycles quickly, helps us to get past this point of just inner turmoil, helps us to, your 10 of Wands, walk away from that desolate land, and we only take what we need. We don't have all this extra baggage. We have ourselves, we have our sovereignty, we have our power, we have our love, you know, and that's really what matters. And here's the Chariot. Those changes can happen a lot quicker when we ask for that help and when we actually make the effort to do the work. Then changes start to happen quickly in our lives. Okay, the last card here from the Shadow deck. Shadow healing deck is baffled. Sometimes a little confusion allows us the opportunity to explore different ways that we might not have previously considered. So this is a card of confusion, 5 of Wands. Sometimes I love that it puts this way. Sometimes we do have to experience the mental turmoil and experience the closed doors in order to turn around and see that there's an open window somewhere. Turn around and see that there's 3 other doors somewhere. It just, obstacles give us the opportunity to approach ideas or challenges from another route. So I love that that was said. And also, once we shift our perspective, we can move forward quicker and with balance. See, we've got the black and the white horse here. It's balance. The yin and the yang, the masculine and feminine, and it's guided. Like you see, this guy doesn't have reins. He's just sitting, he's crouched there, ready for what's coming, and knowing that he's being divinely guided. He doesn't have reins. The horses are just like, he's being pulled by spirit here. Look at those dots. So when we shift our perspective, give those things to divine creator to help us move through and experience that tower, to rebuild something beautiful and new, and to leave the old behind, we can experience change and purification and real true healing a lot quicker. Cool. All right. I'm also going to read at the bottom of the deck here. So this card says defeated. Down does not mean out. It just means taking a breather and rallying the energy to give it another go. Just do it differently next time because the other way didn't work. I was just saying that. That just goes right with the other card. So sometimes we have to step away from a problem, try to stop thinking about something for a little bit and switch our mindset, switch our mode of thinking, and then come back and we have with a fresh perspective, and we can attack a challenge with fresh energy. Yeah, I'm going to read this one too. So this one says, mirage, being distracted and tired only makes the way ahead seem insurmountable. Given time to rest and reassess, just talking about this, the direction you need to take will become clear. So clearly, Spirit is saying that we need to be resting, we need to be reassessing, which is totally congruent with this waning crescent moon that we are experiencing and the energies around it. It's a time to rest, reset, reassess, recharge, and not necessarily to do anything big and start anything big, but it's definitely a time to see what we need to shift and balance in our lives. So very cool. Okay, so the next question is, what does the collective need to know? So in regards to shadow work and self-healing, because we are the healers. Nobody else is. There might be people who come through your life and that you interact with that are healers. However, they are simply there to facilitate the awakening of the healer within you. You are the one that holds that power over yourself, and you are the one with the responsibility to be your own healer. And that's really beautiful, and that's super, super powerful. You know, we are all healers. Okie doke. So what does the collective need to know in regards to shadow work and self-healing? Way too much. That was okay. I think these are our cards actually. Wow. Wow. Okay. These are definitely our cards. Cool. What does the collective need to know in regards to healing and shadow work? Something flipped. Yep. Thank you. What else? I think there's one more in here. Cool. Thank you. Oh. What does the collective need to know in regards to, I felt the need to pull from the top of this deck, and I did, in regards to healing and shadow work. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Okay. Could I please have one card from the Work Your Light Oracle, please, in regard to the collective? What do they need to know regarding spirit or shadow work and healing? One card, please. Just one. Holy crap, that was like 1 times 8. Let's try that again. One card, please. Y'all. Shuffling, not on fleek right now. Okay. One. Cool. Cool. All right, sweet. Okay, I don't think I'm gonna pull from. I don't think I'm gonna pull from this deck. Okay. All righty, y'all. So we got some good messages here. All right. So I pulled from the Power of Surrender deck first, and we have, this is awesome because this keeps coming up, surrender to creativity. Let your imagination soar. Stay open to all creative ideas about how to pursue a dream or solve a problem. Weren't we just talking about shifting perspective and finding different ways to approach an issue or a challenge? Now, I think that's not just about challenges. It's also about the creativity and the passion that is igniting within a lot of us right now. This is a huge, and it's Friday. Okay, Friday is in celebration. It's named after Frigga, Freya. If you've ever seen Thor, it's Thor's mother in that movie in Norse mythology. So she represents fertility, femininity, creativity, passion, sexuality, abundance. So that sort of creativity, I'm filming this on Friday right now. It's going to go out on Saturday, tomorrow. However, that energy is still supported right now, heavily. You also, creativity in all ways, surrender to that. Now's the time to put past or work past any insecurities or self-sabotage in regards to like putting our passions and excuse me, putting our passions and creativity and ideas and mind babies to the side. Now's the time to pick those up and give birth to them. Okay, next card. You all, I am struggling right now. Like, I keep having to pause and go blow my nose and have like sneeze attacks. So, yeah, we're going to get through this reading though. Okay. Surrender unhealthy relationships. Yes. Let go of relationships that don't serve you, including unavailable or toxic people. You deserve to be treasured by others and to be surrounded by positive people. Please take a second and make that an I statement. I deserve to be treasured and to be surrounded by positive people. Even go one step further and make it an I am statement. I am treasured by others. I am surrounded by positive people. When we make I am statements and we repeat those things, we pattern them into our subconscious, and eventually the universe has no choice but to start aligning our our environment with the frequency that we are emitting. So when we keep repeating these I am statements and reprogramming and repatterning our subconscious, excuse me, our environment and our lives start to reflect that which we are, repeating. So definitely this is a time to be surrendering and cutting out anything that does not serve you, anything that is or anything that is toxic, anybody who is unavailable to you emotionally, physically, mentally, anybody who's unsupportive, abusive, manipulative, who has narcissistic tendencies, anything like that. That is not for you, and you deserve better. You are a treasure. Okay, so that is something that we need to step into, and that is something that Spirit wants the collective to know. You don't have to settle for those unhealthy relationships. Next thing, I love this, surrender to Spirit. Once you've done everything you can to achieve a goal, turn the situation over to the divine. Let spirit work its magic for you. This is a beautiful card. So this actually reminds me of something that my friend Bonnie said the other day. She was saying, like it's like we put forth 10% and then spirit meets us 90%, like the rest of the 90%. So it's like we can have a goal. We need to put forth the effort. I remember in the church, it's like pray and pray and pray and give it to God and give it to God. But I just felt like we were conditioned to sit around and twiddle our thumbs and just wait for a miracle to happen. And a lot of people's prayers weren't ever answered, and they're continually crying and praying and everything, but they're not doing any work. It's like, well, I'm going to wait until the Lord tells me to move. It's like, if you have resources and a way and a means to actually start getting the momentum shifted in that direction, go ahead and do that, because Spirit's going to not just match, but surpass your effort and work magic for you. So surrender to Spirit. This is not a time for anxiety or depression. And I will admit, I was moving through a very anxious time over the past several weeks. However, I wasn't there all the time, but I did feel definitely heightened anxiety, and that's okay. Again, that's another emotion, that's another feeling that we go through. However, transmute that, give that back to Spirit to be turned into white light, and ask for clarity of mind, ask for provision or the next steps or the next best thing to do, or peace, inner peace, recharge. That's so funny. That's the next card here. But yeah, we have the power and the ability to delegate things within our lives. We have to do some of the work, but then we can give a portion of that over to Spirit to take care of. The things that we can't see or the things that we can't do, we let our spirit guides have that bird's eye view and take that over. I have surrender to inner peace, and I was just talking about inner peace. Cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. So I also made a video on inner peace. Like, that is something so important for us to hold on to and to cherish and to not negotiate. Because when we have inner peace, when we have that eye of the storm calm within us, in a world that's so chaotic and so just what's that word? Oh my God, I can't think of the word. But just a lot of unexpected events and things happening, uncertainty. When we live in a world like that, but we can be the rock and we can be peaceful and calm within ourselves on a daily basis, we help to be a beacon of light and a rock for other people. And then they can see that, and whether or not they choose to mimic that is their choice, but they can see that, observe it, and learn from it. And then I just think about, right now I'm hearing 100 monkey effect. So it's like, the more people that are staying centered and calm during times of turmoil and everything, and they're holding that peace within them, and they're not being shaken, then that gives other people the power and the motivation and the courage to do the same thing, and see that, oh, I don't have to flip out and overreact in this situation. I can remain centered, because that's where my power is, and that's where I'm the most effective. And that's also the place, the healthiest place to manifest from as well. Yeah, other people will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. Totally, life will flow easy because you are not like swimming against the current there. Next card I have here is Retreat from the Romance Angels card, or Romance Angels Oracle deck, excuse me. It's time to disconnect from the world, and we keep getting this. It's time to retreat, time to recharge, time to go within ourselves, reflect, reassess, all the re's. So everything starts and ends with us. The universe starts and ends with us. If we are doing everything we can to be distracted and not go within ourselves and see what needs realignment and balancing and harmony, then our world is going to be imbalanced, chaotic, incongruent, out of alignment, and whatnot. This is, gosh, this ring is not, all right, there we go, girl. We'll make it through this. Okay. This definitely is a time with the waning moon, like I told you, for us to be reassessing and retreating and taking care of ourselves, and making sure that we're nurturing ourselves and our needs, and just getting the things that we need, whether it's sleep, water, living, food, supplements, going swimming, salt baths, a massage, making love, a laugh, writing, dancing, running, exercising, whatever it is that we need to take care of ourselves and make sure that our cup is full. That is what is important right now. Okay, so after that card, I'm going to skip to another deck and come back to the Romance Angels Oracle, because that's how I do. So I pulled from the Starseed deck, and I have freedom. Follow your heart and nurture your soul with love and freedom to grow. And I was just kind of talking about this with retreat, doing the things that we love, the things that make our heart sing, the things that raise our frequency and just bring a smile and a levity, a smile to our face, and just a levity to our lives. Those are the things that we need to be doing right now, because there's such heavy energy. Shadow work is not easy. It needs to be balanced with high frequency things. It needs to be balanced with inner peace and help from spirit and creative expression. So those things that nurture our heart and our soul bring freedom, and they bring more growth. It's like, you got to pull up the roots, pull up the weeds of the crap that we're digging down into, to assess and address and acknowledge, and then let it go away with the tide. And then we need to fill that space with beautiful, light filled, life-giving, high frequency activity, things that fill our cup. Okay, we've all been walking around for way too long with cups that are half empty. There's like only a few drops left, like a sip left, because we've been pouring into everybody else's cup except ourselves. It's time for us to experience real freedom and liberation from pain, from anger, from resentment, anxiety, depression, feelings of unworthiness, feelings of lack. We do that by giving ourselves the freedom to express ourselves, the freedom to create, the freedom to have fun, the freedom to laugh, the freedom to love, okay, the freedom to accept love, all right? And that's where true growth comes from. That's where we create fertile ground within ourselves when we do those things. I also have the card reflection. See all aspects of yourself through the reflection of the one who mirrors your hidden self. Wow. Huh. Yeah. Okay. So this wording was like kind of throwing me off, but I'm taking this as another bird's eye view type of uh, energy to this card. So a lot of times it's easiest for us to be critical and just negative about how we truly feel about ourselves or think about ourselves. This is a really good opportunity for us to ask Spirit to show us who we are, to show us where our opportunities for growth are, and to ask for help there. Because we have blind spots. Every single one of us has blind spots. That's why teachers and mentors and trustworthy friends are so critical and so helpful to our growth and our expansion and our soul evolution, and also our connection to divine creator and our spirit team, most importantly. But also having, if you don't have anyone in the physical world to help you, definitely go within and definitely ask spirit for help to identify blind spots, and also to see who you really are, how beautiful your soul is, how expansive and amazing and powerful you are. Because we can ask for that. We don't only have to ask for help to see the negative things. We can see the positive. We can ask to see the beauty of who we really are, and that's powerful too. um, so I have this, I'm skipping over to another deck. This is the Work Your Light Oracle. I have this Starseed What Lights You Up card. I was just talking about this with the freedom, okay, and the creative expression over here. What lights you up, Starseed? What makes you feel like you're on top of the world? What makes you feel limitless? What makes you feel like a child again and joyful and just free and expansive? Do those things. Do more of those things, especially if you have the courage and the bravery to dig deep down into the depths and the trenches of your soul. You've got to balance that out with things that give you levity and that lift you and put you on the wings of eagles. Okay, eagles. I'm like being lazy with my speech. Okay, so once we do that, once we open up and open our hearts and allow ourselves to have fun and to feel free and experience levity, we also open up channels within ourselves to have reconciliation. So this is the Romance Angels deck. Reconciliation. Someone from your past is returning to your life. So this could be soul family, star family, our tribe, however you want to put that, twin flames, soulmates, divine counterparts. But we have to do this work. We have to find the balance, like the justice card I had earlier. We have to balance our shadow work out with things that raise our vibration and make us happy as well, because that opens us up for these beautiful divine counterparts and friendships to come in. So that is really, really powerful. I don't feel like enough people talk about balancing out shadow work, because it is really hard. It's hard to see ourselves and see how nasty and ugly we can be sometimes in situations, or like how we respond or could have done better, and it's really easy to get into these negative cycles of like, oh, I should have this, or I didn't do that, or whatever. But we also have the responsibility to raise ourselves as well, and raise our frequencies. That is really, really important as we embark on this journey of soul evolution and self-work. So please keep that in mind. And journaling too really helps. Maybe even like writing down 3 things that you're grateful for every day, or 3 things that you love about yourself, 3 things that you love to do, you know, in addition to whatever you're journaling and letting out. Please, please, please remember to balance that heavy energy with beautiful, life-giving words towards yourself. Okay. Cool. So we have one more question that we're going to go through, or that I'm going to ask Spirit. Okie doke. So the last question, how is Spirit helping the collective? All right. Give me 1 to 2 cards from each deck, please. How is Spirit helping the collective? Thank you for clear and accurate messages. Huh. Okay, cool. Ooh, cool. This all goes together. Collective, 1 to 2 cards, please. Wow. What else? For the people. That's okay. These I have to share. I have to share those. Okay. Okay. Could I get 1 to 2 cards, please? How is Spirit helping the collective? Oh, wow. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, y'all, this is good. Can I have 1 card from here, please? How is Spirit helping the collective? Y'all, this is too well. This is too cool. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. All right. So I have from the Priestess of Light Oracle. I'm so excited about this because these are all badass cards. All right. Go with the flow. Card 25, which is 7. It's a cyclical. 7 is about cycles. Go with the flow, letting go, cleansing, and receiving. Spirit's letting you know that you're getting help, letting go of things, cleansing all of the negative, dense energy out of you, the old, cleansing it away, letting it go with the tide, like I said earlier, and giving you help with receiving, okay? So once we clear and do the work to clear negative energy, to clear out spaces and clean and declutter and internally, excuse me, then we have the space to receive. We have the energy to receive. I love that. Spirit is also helping us. Excuse me. Another 7, 3 and 4 is 7, you all. Spirit is also helping us with feelings of loss, lack, fear, and victimization here. Excuse me. A lot of us deal with that. A lot of us deal with fearful thoughts, with playing the victim, self-pity, with feelings of abandonment, poverty mindset, feelings of unworthiness. Spirit is helping us move through that. That is so awesome. I have this 10 of Swords card from the Tarot Royale, the Gilded Tarot Royale mini deck. 10 of Swords. So this is about endings. This is about like putting something to an end, like clearly this person's like laid out on the floor. These roses can be blood here. And he's clearly in a submissive, like down and out state. This can be this entity, this being here can be the things, that loss, that lack, that victimization, that Spirit's helping you with, letting go, cleansing, receiving. That is so awesome. Okay. I also have here the first card that came out from the Gateway of Light Activation Oracle, Halls of Learning, Spirit Guides, Confirmation, Great Lessons. So as I was speaking about before, we have help in the subtle realms. Ask your spirit guides for help. Ask for confirmation and questions or things that you're wondering about within yourself, if you're making the best and highest decision for yourself, or others in a situation. Ask again for your lessons to be illuminated to you. And this is showing me that Spirit is giving us access to the halls of learning. All we have to do is just ask for that help. I also have Chamber of the Violet Flame, Karmic Release, Radical Transformation. That is big. We're getting help with closing these cycles out. We're getting help with this, with getting rid of the crap. Karmic Release, Radical Transformation. This is something brand new, something beautiful. At the bottom of the deck, Ace of Cups. This is fulfillment. This is emotional balance. This is happy endings. Coming full circle. Well, maybe not full circle, because then you'd be right back where you were. But closing up of loops and starting something brand new, abundant, wish fulfillment. So radical transformation. I also have light codes, light initiation, great teacher awakening, divine magic. So Spirit's letting us know that there is divine magic within us. That there is, I'm feeling like we need to, it's summertime, getting into the summer. The sun is out, it's warmer, we have more access to it. Let's get outside and soak some of those rays up, because I feel like there is light initiation that can happen for us quickly, and more so now than ever. Some of us might be teachers, all of us are teachers to somebody else. And I think some of us I just realized I'm reading the card, but some of us might be awakening to that. And having our gifts awakened, spiritual gifts, intuitive gifts, magical gifts. I mean, look at that. It's true, it's real. So maybe get out into the sun, but it looks like Spirit has something prepackaged for us within the rays. But yeah, it looks like Spirit has something prepackaged for us within the rays of the sun. So definitely get outside and just breathe in some fresh, beautiful air. I have Gaia Gateway activation here as well. Learning experiences, wisdom transmission, earth intelligence. Again, get outside. Look, there's a big earth here. Get outside, get your feet in the grass, get your feet in the dirt, get in the water. There is intelligence, there is wisdom transmission, light codes to be had that are coming through for us. That can help with our soul evolution. You might get downloads on a new perspective, just like in the last spread where I was getting a lot of actually the last two spreads where it's like, okay, I can approach this from a different way, and now I can actually tackle this challenge. So yeah, I'm gathering from this that there are messages outside for us in the water, in the earth and in the light, maybe even in the water too, totally in the water, because the water holds information. I also have last card here that Spirit One is helping us with. A personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So whatever you're dealing with, and it could be multiple things, Spirit's letting you know that these things are coming to a close. Full moon, closing of cycles. Okay, we have 2 sevens here. Typically our lives go in cycles of 7 years. So I'm just, from this download, getting that I think if this could be personal issues on an external level and personal issues on an external level. So this could be internal, emotional, mental things that we've been toiling with that are finally coming to a close and we're getting resolution on. And it could also be relationship issues, work issues, home issues, whatever. But it looks like there is hope, coming forward to us. There is wish fulfillment, there is emotional balance, there's great things coming for us. And also, okay, so I want to read the bottom of the deck here really quickly. It looks like, so I was just talking about something about a new perspective. Yeah, but anyway, at the bottom of the deck, I have card 5, clarity, planning, releasing illusion. So Spirit is helping us to have a clear vision of how we're going to approach life, how we're going to work through our karma, I guess, our lessons, the things that need to be resolved. It looks like the Spirit is helping us to plan and have a better strategy and a way of releasing these things and the illusions and the programming and the self-sabotage and lies that are within ourselves. It looks like we're getting courage also, and fierceness to do these things, because it's not easy to go within ourselves and face our shadow. And it looks like we're also getting family that's coming into our arena, you know, real family, tribe, soul family. That's what I was just saying in the last spread as well. And that's a card number 2, which is a card of balance. Y'all, another card here, 5 and 2 is 7, another 7, 7, 7, 7. That's guidance. That is divine guidance there. So it says hidden knowledge, Akashic records, silent understanding. I was just talking about getting downloads from water, from earth, from light codes coming in. So that's just backing it up. And I'm going to read the bottom of this deck. This is the last card. So bottom of the Moonology, it says conclusions are within reach, which totally backs up the personal issue resolves or is reaching a resolution. Full moon eclipse, which is what we just had last week. Yeah, so conclusions are within reach. A lot of people are closing up cycles. People are moving, shifting out of relationships, shifting out of their homes, out of their works, out of their jobs. If you have been feeling down and out, and again, like you're putting in your desires out in the world and you're not having the fruits returned to you, just like I pulled in that first spread, Spirit's letting you know that conclusions are within reach. A personal issue is reaching a resolution. There is wish fulfillment. There is emotional stability and emotional balance coming in for you. And for some of us, as I pulled in the last deck, in the reconciliation, a new romantic cycle is beginning, new moon in Libra. So some people have had relationships, families fall apart and whatnot, but it looks like Spirit is supporting us in that. And yeah, I want to read this one too. Spirit's also helping us to work through our fears. New moon in Scorpio. So anything that is hidden down within us, anything that is, we might not even be speaking about it to other people. Spirit is helping you work through that. So you have so much support, clearly, right here in the spiritual realm. So please tap into that. Please make sure that you are taking the time for yourself to be quiet and to not only just speak to the universe, but to listen. Because I think we spend so much time speaking, and I love how Brice from Esoteric Atlanta, she talks about how Lord Ganesh has such big ears because he's placing an importance on listening. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth. We should be listening twice as much as we're speaking, but I think a lot of us do the opposite, which I know I can be guilty of for sure. Yeah. So I want to pull 2 little cards for you all in closing, and just something to go forward with and, I don't know, feel good about, because this is a lot of work, you all. Yeah, so I'm gonna pull from the Secret Garden deck and then the Witchcraft deck too. Can I have 1 card for the collective, please? Okay. Oh, yes, that's a good one. Thank you. And then could I have 1 card, please? Collective in this deck. One card to the collective, please, Eric. There we go. Yeah, I love that. Okay, you guys, Spirit loves you. Okay, so the first card I have is Magical Rocks. I am grounded and creative. So just remember that as you go through into this week. Repeat that to yourself here. Boop. I am grounded and creative. This is a lot to deal with and have things come up sometimes. And we might feel just like we're on an emotional roller coaster, not only with shadow work, but with the celestial transitions and also balancing everyone else's energies around us, because there's so many people going through so much stuff, and we're, you know, if we don't live by ourselves, we're around other people's emotional fluctuations. Get outside, ground yourself, and also just repeat to yourself, I am grounded and I am creative. You're being so supportive and creating and being centered within yourself right now. That's awesome. I also have persevere here, leave no stone unturned. So this is total encouragement from Spirit saying, like, keep going, you've got this, you know, be brave. We have that courage card that came out. Leave no stone unturned. You've got this. Here it is. Courage, strength, fierceness, family. Leave no stone unturned. Persevere. This is not easy work, but you've got it. Balance yourself out. And that is a 2 card. Like I was saying before, balance yourself out with things that give you life and things that just lift your spirits and raise your frequency. You've got to take care of yourself in that aspect. Take care of yourself, nurture yourself, rest, retreat while you are doing this heavy, heavy work. So you all have got this. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for joining me for another Self-Work Saturday. And I just wanted to remind you that you are sovereign, powerful, worthy, and loved. Thank you so much for joining me. And please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I will see you later. Bye.